Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. I know this wasn't the video I was expecting to make after my walk around for the S15, as you guys can see, but it did break. I don't know if you guys recall me mentioning that my rear suspension was pretty messed up where it was lower. So literally like a couple weeks later, a week, I noticed that the bushings from the rear subframe just were gone. And I got lucky that the whole subframe just didn't fall off. The two bushings from the back, the subframe are completely done. Like the subframe's hanging. So I'm lucky that nothing major happened. But as you guys can see, what we have here is we got some Power Flex bushings. I went with poly. I did not go with solid. I know solid makes the ride a little bit more rough. I don't plan on really doing any performance stuff. Maybe eventually one day I'll drift it. We'll see if I ever build the courage to want to do it. I also got some GK Tech diff bushings. Just, you know, since it's gonna be, the whole subframe is gonna be off, might as well replace that too. And yeah, this is my first big, decent big, I guess, fix for the car. So without further ado, we'll get started. I'll show you guys the subframe. Oh, as you guys can see, my exhaust is literally on the floor. That whole part of the exhaust right there is all messed up. But if you guys see, it is completely off of the bushing. That was like that, I believe. So hopefully we fix it. It's gonna be time consuming, but you know, what we gotta do is raise the car up, take off the calipers, disconnect the handbrake line. Obviously, take it off from the, bolt off the coils from the bottom. You don't have to take it off from the top, not the whole thing. And then should be pretty much it, besides unscrewing the bolts that hold the subframe. And then we just drop it and pull it out with a jack. It probably will take me 2 days, but we'll get started on it and see how it goes. So quick update. I just disconnected the brakes caliper. As you guys can see, my axle is leaking. I might have to replace those too, we'll see. And now I need to unbolt off the exhaust. I'll check out those axles once they're off and see if I need to buy any, or we'll see what's going on. This drive shaft is off. That was like one of the hardest ones, but I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna start tomorrow morning. It's getting kind of dark, I don't want to rush it. Plus I have all day tomorrow. Hopefully my axle boot is the only thing that's messed up. And you know, I don't have to buy a new axle. So we'll pray for that. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. So it is now morning. As you guys can see, the car's still up. It didn't fall. We'll get started on loosening up the coilovers and loosening up the subframe with the brackets that are holding it. If I can show you guys that right there, the little V-shape, kind of where the jack is at. The jack is not necessarily holding it up, it's just there for, because I needed to raise it up earlier. So there's 3 bolts, 1 with the bushings and 2 on this side. And obviously the main one that's from the rear bushings. I'm not sure if I can capture it real good. This one right here. And it's a matter of dropping it and then pulling it out. So I'm gonna loosen up the coilovers next. Drivetrain is off, drive shaft is off, it's loose. And I'm probably gonna put the jack under it just to make sure it doesn't just fall. and I'll catch you guys once I get that done. Bracket is off. We'll keep it off. Keep it on the right side, so I remember what side is which. Now all I gotta do is the coilover. ¿Cómo lo sacamos? Ya saco la línea de freno. As you can see, it is now down. Now I just need to pull it out and make sure no lines lines get caught up while I'm putting it out. So let me pull it out real quick and then I'll show you guys. Subframe is down. As you can see, ripped boot, all the grease. I have to replace that. Plus to replace this one, there's a lot of grease there. This one, as you can see, it literally just comes out. I could probably just, with all the weight of the car, this just pops up. There's practically nothing holding it. So I'll replace those, the new ones that I bought, and those as well. And I also have the ones for these. As you can see, it just came right off. I do need to replace this grounding as well. Probably see if I can find it online. And yeah, let me get started with the removal. I won't show that's a long process. You have to burn them off or cut with the saw from the inside, so we'll see how we do it. First two are out. As you guys can see, just had kind of a mission. This one was the hardest one compared to the second one. A lot easier. Now we have two more. And I'm gonna take off the diffuser. There's a differential. Take it off and then wash it and possibly paint it. Alright, so currently subframe's off. Put some degreaser or pressure wash all this grease there, and then I should spray it over with some paint that I got for rust, and then we'll be good with this. I did find some boots. It was kind of a struggle. I had to go store to store because I don't have like one per store, one inner, one outer. So luckily I was able to manage and get all four. And then same with the clamps. I don't have this type of tool for this type of clamp, so I got the other clamp. So honestly, it was pretty expensive just for the boots. Honestly, I should have just bought new axles, but they don't have any S15 axles around me or 240. But let me get to pressure washing this down. Alright, so update with you guys. I'm not able to replace my boot. Reason being is the ones I got at Universal, I didn't realize when I took these off, they had this little triangle pattern, or not, triangle shape going on here that fits into my axle, as you guys can see. So it was kind of hard to find some. I couldn't find any nearby, so I had to order them. I have to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday for them to arrive. Kind of sucks. You know, it gives me time to refresh these, you know, put a new boot on, some new grease, and put it back on. Everything is clean from this now. It's all toasted from the heat. I'm gonna try to find, there's like some kind of tape or something to just protect it, and I'll be back with you guys once I have the boots for the axles. So it's pretty much on. You know, now it just looks matte, but you can tell it's pretty good. So I'll probably just let it dry off, flip it over to the bottom, and it should be good to go. Here's how the subframe's looking. So update. Finally got the bushings for the axles. As you can see, these are the right ones now. Yep. And I'm gonna wash these up, and I should be ready to put it back into the subframe. The boots are on. As you guys can see, this one's halfway done. I just need to grease it up and put on the bigger clamp. Not too bad. I think it's pretty good for my first time doing this kind of job. So hopefully it stays on good. This is the right one. I put some electrical heat tape, I think that's what it is, on here, just to not leave it super exposed. And then it's time to just put them back on, and then I should be able to put the diff back on, put on my new bushings, and then just jack it back up, bolt it on, and put everything back together, and we should be good to go. So this is how we're looking like right now. I put on the axles, just need to torque them down, tighten them up. The diff is back on the subframe, and it's a matter of just tying up the diff, the axles, and then just putting it back under the car. In the meantime, I'm gonna put on the bushings and all that easy stuff that I could do by myself. You guys can see, they're all on, they're all lubricated to really get in there, make sure it goes in smoothly. Just try to balance it out. Update. This is finally on. I was gonna record, but it was a bit too much recording. But it was a bitch to put on. As of now, what I do need to do is put on my brake caliper back onto my disc, and everything should be on. As you can see, the bright yellow bushings, and another day. So I'll continue it tomorrow. It is now Saturday, a week later since I started this. But I mean, I was doing it little by little. I wasn't trying to rush myself. So, as you can see, everything's on. The only thing I have left now is to tighten up my drive shaft to my differential. I keep wanting to say diffuser. To my differential. So everything is connected except the exhaust. One thing I always want to do, just out of curiosity, is see how the car sounds without a proper exhaust on. So, fuck it, let's do it. Just like that, the car is back on the floor. But now, since I had raised the rear because I thought that's what it was, the FIM is so whack now. But it's not bad, I guess. Alright, so what a transition. We're driving the car now. We're going to wash. The car feels good, rides a lot smoother, no more rubbing. And once again, hope you guys like this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, subscribe. Obviously, I'm trying to get consistent uploading videos and keep up with the future for this build.